is Monday, 5th day of May 2025. Welcome to the Lord Aboga TV newspaper review. Straight away we go onto the Standard, whereby the main headline is Ruto shoe down. Now, yesterday, President William Samoei Ruto was in Migori County, that is Kehancha area. And it was unfortunate state of affairs that a shoe was thrown onto him while addressing congregants at the Kehancha rally. That was so unfortunate, and I think that was a very, very, very big mistake. And anyone who did that, it was so unfortunate. At first, I saw President William Samoei Ruto's public relations team try to disassociate with the fact that President William Samoei Ruto had not been hit by a shoe from the crowd that he was addressing. But unfortunately, many people had captured that video, and it was a so unfortunate situation. And I think on a personal level, I want to condemn what happened in Migori County with highest and serious words possible, because that is the president of the state. However much you disagree with him, but throwing objects onto the president, that is so unfortunate. I think that person who committed that heinous act should be seriously brought to book. However much you may differ with the president, but turning out to be violent toward the heads of state, that is so unfortunate. And I think people should learn that such a thing should not happen in near future, because it is so unfortunate. Another headline on the Standard, it is our turn to eat. There we see a picture of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and some of his family members that he has appointed and key government positions. Now you see, when broad-based come, that is the moment that Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga always takes time, at least to reward his close family members. And that one you cannot dispute from Raila Amolo Odinga. Whichever the case, those are your family members, those are your foundation that always hold you when you're down or when you're up. So I don't dispute the fact that Raila Amolo Odinga always hold his immediate family members at stake. And as you've seen here, Raila Amolo Odinga starts by appointing his close family members, because before now he starts coming unto you people, you the outsiders. We can see there is a picture of Oburu Odinga. Oburu Odinga, after the bread-based government, Oburu Odinga was awarded to be chair of Energy Committee in the Senate. There we see a picture of Raila Odinga's sister, that is Wenwa Akinyi. That is Raila's sister, who was awarded chair to a parastatal. Then we see Winnie Odinga, that is Raila Amolo Odinga's daughter, who was made Iyala member of parliament. Then we see a picture of Jaoko Oburu, who was made to be an advisor to President William Samoei Ruto. Now you see, that is Raila Amolo Odinga for you. Those people always say that Raila always prioritize those people outside before he comes to his family. You see it for yourself there. He starts by according those special positions, those plum positions, to his close relatives. You can remember even he appointed Opio Wandai into the cabinet secretary, energy. Yeah, those are key public positions that wherever Raila Odinga has a position to appoint his people, he starts by appointing his close relatives and allies. That is Raila Amolo Odinga for you. And whichever that is normal in Africa setup leadership. Wherever someone gets an opportunity, he starts by awarding his family members and close allies before he now comes back to the public. That is Raila Amolo Odinga for you. But to this, I cannot blame him much, because it is what he believes. He appoints people that he believes that they have stood by his side during struggles. I think today we don't have much onto our Standard newspaper review. We directly move on to the Daily Nation, whereby the main headline is a scandal of Kenya shillings 22 billion youth jobs projects. Now, that is so unfortunate that Kenyan youths are always blackmailed whereby some people just sit at the back office enjoying what is rightfully and is supposed to go to and to the Kenyan youths. That is so unfortunate. And it has happened since time and memorial that these youthful scandals whereby people consume billions belonging to Kenya youths have happened before. It's so unfortunate in this era and time that we can just be sitting down and some few fellas in some office enjoying dues that belong to Kenya youth. So unfortunate. Here we can see some of the scandals being highlighted that 4.7 billion Kenya shillings enabled that was to be conducted by the Ministry of Agriculture. Just people just squandered that money. Then we have the KYOP, that is 15.4 billion Kenya shillings from the Ministry of Youth Affairs that was supposed to go onto the youth programs. It just was just squandered like that. Then we have 28 billion Kenya shillings that was supposed to go to the Nyota, that is from the Ministry of Youth Affairs, was just squandered like that. So unfortunate that such things are happening in this era and time whereby youth, a good number of Kenya youth are jobless, but a few people just in offices just sit down there and think about and embezzle these funds without even blinking an eye. This is what the nation writes. Billions have been poured by government into programs to create jobs for the youth with little to show over the years. Damning audits show more money, which is part of the runaway public debt, choking the nation, has been pocketed by ghost beneficiaries as auditors could not track receipts, and as these projects are turned into cash cows. The crisis of unemployment, one of the major grievances that triggered a youth uprising last year. That is a very, very, very unfortunate state that just a few people can be sitting in offices there and consume money that was supposed to be used and transform Kenya youth lives. That is whereby the buck stops at President William Samoei Ruto, because he says and does contrary to what he says. Like for instance, he promised Kenyans when he was campaigning in the 2022 presidential race, he promised Kenyans that they are going to have jobs. These jobs are going to be there. But unfortunately that the unemployment rate amongst the youths is increasing day in, day out. And this is whereby we see some funny situations whereby Labour Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua demands money from Kenyan youth for them to be taken in the Gulf nations. And unfortunately, after these youths are give out this money, they are not given those jobs. It is so unfortunate. And here we see money being squandered by just some few individuals. Money that will have been used to transform Kenyan youth's lives. That is so unfortunate. And I think it is high time President William Samoei Ruto should put his administration in order so that we don't lose these monies that belong to the Kenyan youth just for few individuals. I think that is so unfortunate state. Today we don't have much out to the newspaper review. For this and many more, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lodaboga TV. Remember to press the notification bell so that when we come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.